And off we go on the shaky bridge. Man, 3 people on this bridge is a little bit too much. Oh man, what do we have? What do we have? A whole bunch of goats and sheep. Let us through. Let us through. This is pretty much how the hike will be. A little bit upwards, nothing too exhausting, not too difficult, but around 7 kilometers or so.
I was a lonely silhouette, needed somebody to show the way. Yeah, I was a heartbeat with no sound till you came around. Yeah, you showed me colors, light in the dark.
And for the first time in Tajikistan, bringing... Wait 1 minute, you're interrupting my video. Best thing about P-brakes, fantastic views. You can pretty much stop anywhere here, guys, absolutely anywhere along the Pamir highway, and you will get gorgeous views. Look at this. Look at this. People are washing the carrots, the potatoes at this little waterfall. You can clearly see where certain fairy tales had their inspiration from. Yep, this is one of those places, guys, in Tajikistan. Look at this. Look at this. How beautiful is this view in this city right here in Tajikistan on the Pamir highway, guys. Truly, truly fantastic.
I was a lonely silhouette, needed somebody to show the way. Yeah, I was
Brand new morning in Tajikistan, guys. Check out the splendid weather that we have. What is happening from Rushan, Tajikistan, getting ready to go up the mountains, up in the Pamirs, to view its grandness from within. We're gonna have a hike towards some lakes. The weather is spectacular, no haze whatsoever. Look at that. The first perfect morning here in Tajikistan. If so far everything was hazy in the morning, but things cleared up in the afternoon, well, today it looks like everything is spectacular from early on. A few glimpses of Rushan before heading over to a village where we were supposed to stay last night, but we decided to come in the city to have a more comfortable stay, have showers, have hot water, because hey, you never know how the next destination will be, how the next city and village where we're gonna stay here on the Pamir will be. So we always try to take the opportunity to bathe, always try to take the opportunity to have a comfy bed and so on, because you need it, guys. I mean, our back is killing us from the roads, coming from Turkmenistan through Uzbekistan, now Tajikistan, all the way at the border with China, crossing over into Kyrgyzstan before leaving from Osh. We will have by the end over 4,000 kilometers, so you can get an idea of how painful it can be at times. So without any further delay, guys, let's get this day on the way from beautiful sunshiny Tajikistan.
You were the only thing I needed. Then we got older, but we stayed the same. Swear that we never lost the flame. Nostalgia, you're an echo in my head. Oh, nostalgia.
Oh man, what do we have? What do we have? A whole bunch of goats and sheep. Let us through. Let us through. And made it to the spot where the trek will begin. And look at those rocky mountains. I mean, you have seen the landscape along the way. We're gonna cross that bridge, and that path is gonna lead us somewhere. You'll see, somewhere there. But man, the weather is exactly what you need when you go for a hike. Look at this. Absolutely spectacular. Bless you. And off we go on the shaky bridge. Man, 3 people on this bridge is a little bit too much. Reminds me of the Hussein Bridge in Pakistan. Yeah, just don't look down at times. It feels like everything is moving with you. Man, what a journey this is. This is the pure Pamir experience right here. The wilderness of Tajikistan. There's no one, guys. There's absolutely no one here. This is pretty much how the hike will be. A little bit upwards, nothing too exhausting, not too difficult, but around 7 kilometers or so. Do 6 de minute. I feel like this trek will completely erase any free space I have on my phone, because every so often, every 30 seconds you have to stop, take a photo, make a little video, and then proceed. So let's see, 12 gigabytes. I do have my spare camera like always, but man, look at that, look at the shapes, look at the colors. Also a lot of bees, guys, because we have so many flowers. We have a lot of bees, and some of them are actually quite humongous. But the view, man, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. And so far the hike still very decent. You just have to be careful at the rocks so you won't step wrong. That way you won't have any issues with your ankles or anything like that. De mânuțele în aer, Costinești 2024. Hai, Peco! It got really hot, although I thought let's bring a hoodie, because you never know if it's gonna get cloudy, if it's gonna get a little bit colder. It actually got hotter. But look at that view right there. It feels like you're walking on glass at times. This is the pure meaning of into the wild, the wilderness of Tajikistan, surrounded 360 by tremendous 5,000 and up mountains. Look at this, 5,000 meters right there, and I believe almost 5,000 right there as well. Man, had a small little stop here with some shade, had some water, and off we go once again. A little bridge here. Yep, beauty all around, guys. My phone says 4 kilometers, so technically 3 more to go. We will see. We will see. Getting closer. Getting closer. Look at those Rockies. Look at those Rockies. But also, there's some activity here. They have a, I wouldn't call it a sewer, but you know, it's built to deviate the water. I mean, even though it's only us, guys, this is a popular place. Let's not call it popular, a famous place in Tajikistan on the Pamir highway. If you want to do a trek, if you want to enjoy more of the beauty, not just the road itself going through the mountains, you definitely have to do a hike or two if you're coming all the way to Korog. So for FYI purposes, if you want to do the Pamir, yes, you can go to Korog and back, but I think that's not enough, guys. I think you have to go all the way to Karakol Lake and then pass into Kyrgyzstan and leave from Osh. That is the pure experience where you're gonna experience more than half of the full Pamir highway. A lot of people just go a little bit south of Dushanbe, they're gonna turn around, and then that's pretty much it. That's all I did of the Pamir highway experience. I definitely recommend, lock in. If you're flying into Dushanbe, lock in 7 days after Dushanbe in order to see the whole thing. Flights to Europe, back to Europe, are actually way cheaper from Osh. You can fly Pegasus to Istanbul, and then from Istanbul pretty much anywhere in Europe. And like anywhere else in the mountains, it has that mountainous flora smell. I cannot describe it. At times you smell the chamomile, at times you smell different plants, not sure. I know they have a lot of rhubarb here all throughout this area. Everyone in the villages was eating like chips. They were eating the rhubarb like potato chips. Yeah, this is a plantation. I'm not sure exactly what they've planted here or what they'll plant, but someone's living here, that's for sure. This reminds me a lot of Kyrgyzstan when we rode the horses all the way up in the mountains at Kolsul. If you did not see that episode, that series from Kyrgyzstan, most likely by now it's live on the channel. It's a terrific series. Kyrgyzstan left me speechless so many times, just like Tajikistan here on the Pamir. Superb, both of them. That's why I did Kyrgyzstan separately, because I wanted to do a separate experience there where you have to do at least 8 days, and here in Tajikistan as well. Like I said, the Pamir highway, you need at least 7 days in order to do them. There are a couple of houses here, and someone working the field right there. I'm gonna disturb him a little bit and ask him some questions regarding the lake. Yeah, there were some ladies cracking some nuts there, and they told me to go through here. Man, this is like paradise right here. I mean, it's remote. It's remote for sure, and you have to have some guts in order to live here. The people here have cows. It's like a small little homestay. It's like a little farm here. Look at that. They have plenty of water. It's actually like a small community. There are multiple houses, multiple people that I talked to. Lake. They seem to know the word lake. So yeah, the lake should be just here with this superb view. And here we have it, the first out of 3 lakes. It's not the greatest glacier lake. The guys might say, I'm not going any further, but we'll see. We'll see. Most likely behind right there is the second and third. I'll wait for them here in order for us to make a decision. But yeah, a lot of these huts, I mean, it is beautiful. Yeah, I'll say 15 or 20 people live here. This is definitely a place stuck in time, just like the villages we have seen on the Afghan border coming towards Korog. This village right here, way up in the mountains. Yeah, they've been living just like 100, 200 years ago, even though they have a solar panel right at the entrance. They probably use it for electricity at night, and if they have any equipment. But yeah, this is, some people still enjoy this type of lifestyle as much as we're invaded with the beauty of Dubai, the beauty of the modern skyscraping world, if I can put it that way. There are people that just want to live tranquil in the mountains, fresh food, fresh water, fresh air. you know, it's not for everyone, that's for sure, and it's getting rare to find people that enjoy this type of lifestyle. In 20, 25 years, there will be very, very little of us that will enjoy just living so far from civilization. You know, we're so interconnected, we're so, you know, dependent on the internet, on reception, and I am as well. You know, I am as well. I cannot disagree, but I do think that from time to time you need this type of secluded landscape in your life.
Like a symphony of a